was a freedom rider. She didn't care if the whole world.
What's up with you?
You know I love you, but that is my Lorna Doone.
Okay, honey, whatever you want.
Now wash the dishes.
Okay, honey.
And a year subscription to Martha Stewart Living.
Hey, didn't I throw her in the lake?
I thought you did.
Well, hello there. What's your name? Who invited you to my party? Dressed up like that. It's time to go. You better get out of my house. You gotta go. You gotta go. Only the party people. You gotta go. I don't think you heard me. Get out of my house.
Wark. Hello.
Welcome to Bloodwork, the True Blood recap vlog at campblood.org. I am Brian.
And my name is Andy Swist.
Mandy.
And
This is the third episode of season 4. And in season 4, what are we doing, Andy?
we're putting the Nancy back in that necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
God.
We have shitloads to talk about because this episode was balls crazy, right? It was insane. So let's just jump right in with some staking points. Clearly, staking point number 1, Eric Northman, mind wiped. Suki is helping him. He's
big and stupid, and we like him that way.
we kind of do.
It's like a giant elephant pretending it's a mouse.
It's really funny. I mean, he keeps apologizing for everything because he doesn't know his strength. He threw Pam into another room.
Don't touch her.
Actually, when Pam showed up at Suki's house, he went, "Who the fuck is that?" He's wearing like Jason's gym clothes.
Not a bad look.
He's ticklish.
That was adorable.
He's wandering away. He's like, It's easy to see why Suki's defenses are kind of getting worn down.
Oh, Suki, no.
A little bit. Well, at least she's smart enough to demand money for babysitting Eric from Pam,
right.
which is good.
But then she tries to go and push him off on Alcide, who finally shows up this episode. And then we find out that Alcide is gotten together with who you predicted, and now that's probably what happened.
Yeah, like they're living in like a Stepford house, kind of. He still looks good though. Okay. So he's like building this housing development that Eric got him the job for.
Who we think Russell might be under.
Do we think Russell is in the foundation of one of those
houses?
houses?
Do we think so?
I think we do. I think we do. Shit is gonna fall apart, okay? Because Debbie is a hot mess.
She's gonna crack. She was trying to be a better person, but the moment Suki comes back, it's broken. Because like instantly Alcide, you see that he still feels for Suki, and she's gonna go wild.
Pretty soon the bitch will be back. Jessica Hamby. Churl, listen up. I gave her the witch slap last week, and a lot of people were like, "Oh no, she's just young and she doesn't know what's going on." She did something unforgivable. She
What?
gave a gift to a baby. Oh no, she.
It was a dirty gift. Dirty gift.
That was amazing. Well, first of all, they've got their kid in a crib in like a frigging kitchen of a roadhouse. Like the baby's gonna smell like garlic and Tabasco.
Not to mention that Hoyt threw it in the dump, and then Jessica threw it in the river.
Well, the
lake.
toy, not the baby.
Oh no, not the baby.
Jessica she glamoured Hoyt. Like, you cannot solve your problems by using your magical vampire powers. And Bill even tried to give her good advice. So should we talk about the worst witches? Tara, Lafayette, and Jesus are like the frigging like Three Stooges. It's amazing.
Like, what we gonna do? Ooh. And then Lafayette's like, ooh, let's go run right back to Fantasia and tell him it's all Marnie's fault and we'll be off the hook.
Oh, that's gonna work.
That's not gonna work.
Oh god, it was pretty hilarious. I mean, and like Jesus was like peeing off the porch. Like they were outside having drinks, and he's like taking a leak like a foot away off into the like hydrangea.
Doc, who else was gonna see?
And Tara has been in town for like a hot minute, and already
not even a day.
Shit is crazy.
Freaking my shit out. What is that? It's crazy.
Ginger, hello.
It was so good to see that you're still there and still have half of a brain.
I'm a brujo. Pam's freaking out. She's like, her dad is missing pretty much, and something happened to him, and she's completely freaking out. So she's like gonna rip Lafayette a new one.
Yeah.
He could probably use a new one.
The worst witches got 24 hours to get Marnie back and undo what she did, or she's gonna beep and beep them.
So we could play a new game, Eat, Fuck, or Kill. What about Tommy Mickens? Eat, Fuck, or Kill?
I would just kill him.
I would kill him.
Just kill him.
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
This week,
Yeah, dude.
we get Claudine coming back. Come with me. This is not a request.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, bong! Eric sacks her like a quarterback and like sinks his teeth into her and drains her dry before she can do anything. She's like,
Yeah, she's like, all of a sudden she looks like Dobby the house elf.
yeah. She's like, she tries to get him
Yeah.
with a little blast of energy, but then her
It's like-
toenails grow long and she's like, you killed my favorite godmother.
And Eric's like, I guess Claudine's dead.
That looked pretty dead to me.
That looked pretty
It
dead.
looked pretty final.
Let's say she is dead. Like, that's huge. I mean, because, like, she's really kind of very important going on in the books.
To kill Claudine was a huge curveball.
I think I kind of like it in a way that it makes Sookie more
She makes her more
in
independent.
charge of her
again.
own destiny,
Yeah.
you know? And I like that she's asking for money now, and her fairy godmother's gone, so it's just her.
It means that she's gonna have to face Mab alone when she
Mhm.
comes back.
And then
Unless
there's
Claude-
Mab.
Then there's Maud.
Oh, there was also a mention that Steve Newland has been missing for 6 months, which is... What happened to him, exactly? Can we talk about the Marie Osmond doll? I don't know if- I think the doll was creepier. The Marie Osmond doll was creepier than the baby doll that they gave to Mikey in the kitchen. And something I noticed last episode, I noticed there was a black cat decoration on the Merlot's bar, and I was like, oh, wait a minute, it's October, right? So it's going to be Halloween.
Halloween.
And Maxine said next week is Halloween. They're going to have a Halloween episode.
Yes.
Just nothing better than a Halloween episode. Little House on the Prairie had a Halloween episode. Buffy Halloween episodes were amazing.
Right. I
And-
wonder, do you think Eric is gonna dress up like Count Dracula, his idol?
I don't know. The Witch Slap is where we pick the character who we think most deserves a bitch slap. And the Witch Slap is kind of whatever Sookie, like, to a grand scale. Because to be honest with you, Sookie isn't really... I don't think she's really bugging me that much this season so far. Who is your Witch Slap of the week?
My witch slap is Crystal. You need to just think for 2 seconds and not share your wannabe boyfriend with everybody else in your entire village.
Yeah, it looked like all the ladies were lining up
They were lining up for a pony ride
for some of his baby batter.
for Papa Ghost Man to come back.
Ghost Daddy. By the
was
way,
just creepy.
try shouting that out to your partner next time you're in the midst of
Daddy!
flagrante delicto.
That's not gonna work.
And every time you do that, Bill Cosby gets a quarter.
B,
Yes.
you're still with your old boyfriend Felton, who wants to kill the one you want to be with after you boink him. C, you're always cracked up on the juice, and you're never thinking straight anyway.
And D, what were those curlers? Lady.
You are a mess.
You are a mess. My witch slap of the week goes to Monty. Beanbag Witch, is clearly out of her depth. She knows that she's channeling some kind of extremely powerful force. So she completely, gives herself over to it? Really? How is that a good idea? How is that possible? I mean, I think she's getting, addicted to the power that's coursing through her.
Yeah.
It's gonna have huge repercussions. Obviously, you can't just you can't become, a window or a doorway for, some incredibly dark...
You have no idea
Power.
what its intentions are,
Where
how
it's
powerful
from.
it is, what it's doing with you while it's occupying your body.
So she basically commits suicide.
I have no self-worth.
So for that, Marnie, you get my witch slap of the week.
There's the door.
Work!
Okay, this is the part of the show where we write down the character with whom we would most like to do bad things. Go.
Bill, yay!
Really?
Yes, because wait, who's that?
Hoyt.
Oh, he did look good. Well, let's face it, that all the men's and women's all look good in this show.
They did, but when Hoyt, when she glamored him at the door, and that look on his face, he was so cute. He was all fucked up and beaten, and he was still super cute.
Yes, that's true. Well, Bill, because he's having hot, crazy sex in office chairs. And that looked good. Stain resistance.
Yeah, really.
Shock absorbent.
I hope he scotch guarded
Padded.
that thing. Should we talk about Portia? Or not? We read the books, so in the books, Portia is actually Bill's descendant. I hope that's not a spoiler.
It's true.
Because I don't think they've mentioned it in the show yet. So maybe they're not going that way.
I'm
If they
not
are,
exactly sure.
wait, is it Game of Thrones all of a sudden? Like it's incesty.
Ooh.
I just porked my great-great-great-granddaughter.
Oopsie.
Awkward.
Well, you know what? He's dead already, so if you can get over screwing dead people, then I guess it doesn't matter if you're having incest or not, because you're dead anyway.
Sometimes dead is better.
Expecto questiono!
And how excited are we about Harry Potter, by the way? This week's Witch Bucket question comes from Dan C.
Ooh.
Dan C says, I've always had a theory that season 4 is when things start to grow up and settle in on a show. In another of my all-time favorite vampire shows, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, season 4 is where Willow becomes a lesbian and comes into her own as a witch, and Buffy starts seeing another man after her tragic breakup with Angel. Do you think there's room for comparison?
Please, girl. Buffy wrote the book.
I don't think we should go too far, but I
No.
think if you're asking, does True Blood perhaps bear a resemblance to another show where a perky blonde protagonist with supernatural abilities falls for a brooding
dark
brunette vampire, and after a time then changes her attention to a bad boy blonde vampire, and whose friend becomes involved in both witchcraft and sexual experimentation as a lesbian after dating a shapeshifter. There's absolutely no similarity whatsoever.
How could you not reference other things that come before you? So, I mean, honestly, like, you're building on the
greater
pop culture
mythology. So I think the heroines are very different, even though there are a lot of surface similarities between the two. So I am very happy to have them coexist,
But that's a good question.
Good question, Dan. So Dan, you will be entered into our giveaway drawing, which we haven't announced yet, so congratulations.
Congratulations.
We'll be putting every Witch Bucket question asker into a giveaway. That at the end of the season, we're going to give away like a prize pack of stuff. Original artwork and
it'll be good.
Camp Blood
Don't
stuff
worry.
and
It'll
Bloodwork
be good.
stuff and True Blood stuff. And we're also going to be putting the folks who have donated, very kindly and generously donated to the site over the past week, there's this outpouring of support, and we are so appreciative of it. For every $5 that people donated, we'll be putting their name into the drawing once. And if anybody wants to donate, going forward, it'll be, again, for every $5 you'll be entered into the drawing once for the end of the season prize pack. And the other way to get in is to get your Witch Bucket question asked.
Bark.
What would you rate this episode, Andy?
9.
9.
I can't give it a 10 because it's too early in the season. I would give it a 9 because it was awesome. Amazing things happened, and lots of promising, amazing things are going to happen. I can see it now. Yeah.
I would give it a 9 as well. It was funny. It was
creepy.
It was the doll. I love the
crazy.
doll. I love the creepy doll thing. I don't know what the hell is going on there, and I love it. Why would you give a cursed object to a baby? What a bitch.
I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. Here, baby. You play with it.
You play with it. So between the two of us, that is an average of 9 Grace Joneses for episode 3 of season 4 of True Blood.
So good at math.
So, do you have anything else you'd like to share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry?
Yes, I am the talent agent for a certain Jerry the Vampire. And he's just released his fabulous new singles, which are available on andyswiss.com.
Yeah, so if you haven't noticed already, there's a new theme song this season, and it is
Get out of my house!
Get Out of My House, Sookie's theme.
It's true.
And last season's music is heard at the end, but you can buy either of them.
And you can play them at your house parties, and your bar mitzvahs,
Christenings,
weddings.
bris.
Right.
So original music from Bloodwork.
That's right.
Available on andyswiss.com. Just click on Joy the Vampire.
And you can listen to previews of them. You can find the link on my site too.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like go, oh, what is this song? I don't know. I don't know what I'm buying. Well, you can just listen to it first before you buy it, and then you can't complain.
It kind of sounds like this.
Well, hello there.
That's good, right?
I like
It's got a good beat I could dance to.
That's good.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your wonderful
very much.
questions and thoughtful comments on the blog. People come up with the greatest things in the comment section, so we
It's
love
true.
hearing people's ideas and people pointing out that she was reading a Charlene Harris book and all these great little details that people pick up on, and it's always lots of fun. And
So keep leaving your comments.
Yes,
'Cause
and
we
ask
love
Witch
reading
Bucket
them.
questions, and we'll be back next week with more.